Hi, welcome to Anim Acting. My name is Jamie Young, and today we're going to be talking about heightening reality. As a professor of musical theater, I've had to spend my career teaching students and actors how to take everyday life and then magnify it so that it is interesting and gripping and pulls in an audience. I've found that these musical theater heightening skills apply to animation very, very nicely. When you look at reality, it's kind of what everyday life is. Everyday life is made up of a series of ordinary events. And if we were just to show our audience everyday ordinary events, we would only be able to hold their attention for so long. So most movies, films, plays, stories are not just ordinary everyday events. They become peak life experiences or extraordinary moments in the life of a character. This is what draws in an audience. And so we as animators need to be able to take an ordinary situation and then stretch it and heighten it so that it becomes captivating to our audience. So there are some methods and techniques that I want to briefly introduce to you today that will hopefully help you with this very important challenge of heightening reality. All right, I want to be able to demonstrate heightened reality with some animation samples here. First of all, we need to understand what the baseline is. So if we can get a clip here that is close to ordinary life, everyday moments in life, then that can give us a pretty good baseline. Now realize anything you're going to put into animation is already in its very nature going to be heightened. And so what we're seeing here is some great expression from the character, but I want to be able to progressively show you how the action is heightened one step at a time by these animators. Let's just go ahead and watch this to start off with.
Now it's okay, because the person, like whoever, they chose to take all that on. All that weird stuff, whatever's wrong or bad or hiding in you. Suddenly it's all right. I don't feel like such a freak anymore.
Okay, so you can see she's just sitting there. Her mannerisms and her gestures are pretty subdued. There's not a lot going on with them. There are moments that are more heightened in this where she is more expressive and her body moves a little bit more. But for the most part, this is a pretty subdued clip. So what we want to be looking for as we look at these different clips is how the heightening occurs. So we're taking everyday life and then we begin to stretch it to make it more and more heightened. It's going to be an intensification of energy. It's going to be more expression in the voice, more expression in the face, more expression in the body. And so we call that stretching. If you're going to heighten a moment with your body, then the gesture is going to move from somewhere close to the body to extended further and further away from the body. Or it might come into the body with more intensity. Same thing with the face. The face is going to be used more and more as a heightening occurs. So everyday reality, everyday life, the face will have some expression in it, but when the moment is more heightened, the face has to stretch to go along with that heightening. Same thing with the voice. So let's go ahead and watch, and you can see in this clip how the heightening progresses. It starts off at a fairly low to moderate level and then grows and grows and grows in intensity and heightening. Let's watch it.
Forget about it? You mean rip it from my memory like a picture from a book? Picture of a small boy, kind of shy, with big ears who only wanted to be liked, and the laughing faces of his classmates mocking him because he forgot to wear his pants to school. Is that what you mean?
Okay, so you can see back here in the beginning of the clip, his face is already pretty expressive. There's definitely something very energetic. So he starts off at a fairly moderate level, and then we see that he gets a little bit quieter, more subdued. The eyes are still really active here, and you see even the fingers are still moving. I mean, he's got a lot of energy pent up, a lot of anxiety in there. And so it's getting ready to burst here. But then we see the face intensifies. The body starts getting more and more involved. If we were listening to it, the voice is getting more and more elevated. You see the body start expressing more and more. And then before too long, he stands up. The face is like at full intensity. We see that heightening as it occurs all the way through. All right, I want to play this one time through again just so we can see the progression and add the voice back into it.
Forget about it? You mean rip it from my memory like a picture from a book? Picture of a small boy, kind of shy, with big ears who only wanted to be liked, and the laughing faces of his classmates mocking him because he forgot to wear his pants to school. Is that what you mean?
All right. Good. Let's go over to another sample now. In this final sample, we will see what kind of action needs to be heightened the most. This is a musical piece. So the previous clip with the gentleman that was upset, he was able to heighten himself almost to the highest point that speaking can provide. But this, when a character begins to sing, there is an automatic heightening that occurs with the voice. And then the body and the face have to match that same heightening that's going on. So watch how the facial expressions and the body gestures and the voice are the most stretched or the most heightened in these particular moments.
Let's spike the soup with some arsenic.
What?
Just a few droplets like thus. Serve, and each blue blood will die as they spew blood. A happy ending for us.
Gosh.
Good. So even in this final picture that we have, you can see the face is just really, really intense. But as we go back through, we'll scrub back and you can see how extended and full the body is. Even our guy over here, his body never really got that extended. But with her, we see she's fully extended. The face is as heightened and expressive as our other intense guy there, but continues to be stretched to its fullest. And also the voice, because it's now got music, melody, rhythm, and tempo that is greater than everyday speaking, of course it is heightened as well. So let's watch this one more time.
Let's spike the soup with some arsenic.
What?
Just a few droplets.
You can notice
like
how
thus.
each part of the body is
Serve, and each
involved.
blue
Her
blood will
hips,
die as they spew blood.
her
A
neck,
happy
her
ending
torso.
for us.
Gosh.
Much more of the body is involved when it's heightened. So depending on the moment that you're animating, it could be at a baseline, or it could be more at a moderate level, or it could be all the way heightened. And I hope that this demonstration has helped you to recognize the tools that you have at your disposal to be able to effectively express what level of heightening is occurring for the character. So the face, the body, and the voice can all be stretched to various levels of intensity so that the heightening that needs to be there in the moment to draw the audience in, to make sense of the moment, to justify the next part of the story that's about to happen, that you'll be able to match that expectation. You'll be able to match that need that the animation needs, the character needs, and the plot needs in order to be a great piece of animation. So good luck with all of this. Thank you for joining us. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. We try to come back with a new video every week that's got some great tips that will help you with the acting for animation that you're working on. Thank you so much.